Hello, this is Tini Norkia family Philippine adventure in Davao City, Mindanao. We going for 13 months now. Yeah, end of this month will be now 13 months we've been in the Philippines. Well, I just want to share with you some experience we had here in our neighborhood. There's one old guy. He was about plus minus close to 70 plus. I always saw him here in the streets walking up and down. He passed away about 2 weeks back. This guy passed away, and yeah, the funeral, or what can I say? It's not a funeral. It's grieving time, grieving period. That's what I see. It's grieving period. Yeah, of the whole family here. That was one experience that I never seen or experienced before in my life. For example, this guy died he passed away about let's say two weeks back, and since the night after that, his body has been delivered. I think he was one day away to the funeral parlor, and then the next day his body returned in a casket, and it's been displayed in the house. Now I think that if you don't know if it's I cannot get totally to the facts, if it's a belief or a custom from the Catholic religion, but the whole family every night got together here, and it was like a big celebration, big party. I thought it's a grieving time, grieving period, but it was more celebrations, and I was amazed to see this. It was really it's in front of our shop, so some of our sales some days went up a lot. I think we scored a lot of money. The people bought a lot here, and a lot of orders that's been placed, yeah, but they've pitched up a tent outside. They blocked the street in the evenings. The street is blocked, I think, from 7 o'clock, 7 till what time in the mornings. The street is blocked. Lots of people, the men on the one side, I could first understand, making a massive big noise. It's gambling. They were gambling. What they call that gambling name, Lavi? Hantak. Hantak. My wife had just asked her Hantak. It's a gambling that was so serious. You could hear the voices and the screaming and how they competed in this gambling. But there's one side, all the men. The other side was a table pitch for the women. The women were playing cards. All of them were playing cards, all sitting there. Children are running up and down. It went on like that for 9 p.m. 10 p.m., 11, that's the time that we normally go to sleep. We close the shop, 12, 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
It's noisy than the market.
My wife says now it's more noisy than the market. And she's a Filipina in Muntai area, and she said with their funerals, they do get together. The people do play, but never this type of noise and this massive how you can say drinking and party that was going on. So but the noise was terrible, especially from the men's side. There was a lot of them. I think on the evening here was easy 50, 60 people average here in front of the street, moving up and down. The shop opposite us, he's selling beer. I think he must have hit a record with all the beer and tandoori that's been sold. So these people were having this party, this celebration, and it went on for more than a week now. Let's say 7-8 days. 7-8 days this went on. I thought maybe after 2-3 days the funeral will be, and it'll be quiet here. No, it went on and went on for 7 days, plus minus, and the funeral was yesterday. Yesterday was a funeral. And since last night and tonight, it's very quiet here. There's no noise, no accident. But I tell you, it's a terrible noise. The street is blocked. Paraguay gave permission to block the street, and and I believe it's family and it's friends from the neighborhood that all got together. But what's interesting for me is when he was alive, I've noticed it. There's nobody. It's just he and his daughter and 2 grandchildren, 2 or 3 grandchildren, and his wife living in the house. And I've never seen people there. It was so quiet. But the day he died, it was a crowd for 7-8 days, a crowd outside. So yeah, so here if they die, it's big celebration. For me, from my culture, is different. We want to bury the body as soon as possible. Once all arrangements have been done, try to keep it not longer than 5-6 days. Then it's been the funeral must be been arranged and everything must be in place. Yeah, so just something to share with you. If you come here to the Philippines, there's a different way that the death is being celebrated, and it's for me. I've Googled it and I've read, and on Google it states that it's supposed to be a time for people to come together, families to appreciate each other. Maybe this is a way they do appreciate each other, and to appreciate your life, and to appreciate the guy that died's life. And there is something I also read that they believe that this soul is not to rest. It must still come to rest and unify again with the body or somewhere. And there's lots of prayers that's been done for his soul. What I do not find in the Bible. I cannot find that confirmation in the Bible. But anyhow, it was. I said, just thank you. It's done. The guy's his funeral is done. He's buried yesterday. It was from last night, and tonight it's very quiet outside, nice and peaceful, like normal again. And yeah, so I hope your soul will rest in peace. There's something else that I want to mention here in the Philippines. What I read is very lot mentioned in the news. The South China Sea, with the bullying of the Chinese Coast Guard, bullying the Philippine fishermen and the Philippine patrol boats. It's going serious. They're getting very aggressive. They're moving closer to the mainland, and I think definitely they're aggravating. But I heard the one councillor said they will not go in conflict with China, but if it keeps on like that, something is going to happen. So I hope with Donald Trump, he is in the seat as president for America, that this aggression in the South China Sea will be sorted out and will calm down things, because it's causing some very big concern from the people on the mainland. I know that the Philippine military is quite a good military. I don't know the fleet, how strong the fleet is. There's no match for the Chinese fleet, but I know the foot soldiers and also the Air Force is not too bad. The foot soldiers, the infantry, the Rangers, the Philippine Rangers, has been seen as one of the best special forces. Very, very, very tough training. So I hope that will be sorted out very soon. Still, elections is coming up. You can see on TV there's a lot of competition going on between the different parties. I don't know much what's going on in the Philippine politics. I just noticed that there's election soon for the mayor for Davao City, for different areas. The mayor must be selected. There seems to be there's only 1 or 2 opposition parties that's going to be available to there's some independent guys that's to vote for. So yeah, but in the same light, I've noticed in the news a lot of shootings in the rural areas. A lot of shootings. They picked up 1 or 2 dead bodies, I think in Zambonga farming areas. They've picked up some bodies there, and there's a lot of shooting going on and conflict with the Philippine military and the police. And I know the military and the police, they do not take their nonsense. They sort them out. They really sort them out. But I heard that until the day of the election, this will be the trend, and after that it will be much calmer and easier. Just a short discussion. My son is now more than a year. Yeah, he's 1 year now in the Philippines. He's still on a tourist visa. He went for the renewal of his visa, and normally it's 5,000, 7,000 plus minus, but that day he prepared himself for 5,000. He thought it's 5,000. I think that is a normal fee. But after every 6 months, the fees goes up to about 8,700 plus minus. I'm not totally correct, but it's more than 8,000 peso. So he didn't have enough money, so I had to send him money so he can pay for his visa. So it's important, especially the renewal of the tourist visas, to keep yourself updated. On their website is a whole list with the fees for the visa need to be paid, that you know exactly how to plan for your visa payment and for the update of the visas. It's raining a lot. We've got a lot of rain, not many rain. It rained an hour, 2 hours, and after that it stops. It's cloudy the whole day, very humid during the day. I just want to mention, I also noticed last week terrible floods in Bintulu, Sarawak, that is in Malaysia. That's the city where we stayed. For 6 years we stayed there, and I noticed the worst floods ever. Areas is flooding that never flooded in the past. So that's a concern. I know most of our friends there. It's major problems, major trouble. We think of them in our prayers, and we just wish everything will be sorted out very soon in Bintulu, Sarawak, in Malaysia. Thanks for viewing. Please press the like button, send me some comments, and please subscribe. I need a lot of subscribers. My subscription is about freezing. I must reach 600 very soon, so it can show an improvement. Thanks very much, and God bless. Bye.